Okay guys, let's have a look at 30. We need to sketch these two things, y equals minus x squared plus 6 and y equals x plus 1. So it's a quadratic and a straight line. We need to sketch them and find any points of intersection. So let's do the sketch then. So what have we got then? There's x, there's y, there's 0. This is nice, minus x squared plus 6 because it's a negative quadratic, so it's an n-shaped curve. When x is 0, y is 6. And then we can just draw it around that value there. So it's going to come up, because it's a simple quadratic of y equals minus x squared plus 6. So it's like the curve y equals minus x squared, which is like so. But it's shifted 6 up, isn't it? So we can draw that through there and back down there. And this is the curve y equals minus x squared plus 6. So this point is 6. Now, the x plus 1, well, the intercept is 1. So there's the value, and it's of gradient 1. So we can draw it for the purposes of the sketch like so. And this is the line y equals x plus 1. Now we can see there's 2 points of intersection, P1 and P2 we can call them. So the first one then at P1, P2. When do what happens here and here? Well, these y values will be the same, so we can just write down that minus x squared plus 6 equals x plus 1, and that tells us then that I'll move down the page and we'll work it out. So we've done the sketch and now we'll worry about P1, P2, yeah? So what have we got here? Let's move the x squared over the equals, and that'll be plus x squared. Leave the x where it is, plus x. Move the 6 over to be with the 1, but it'll become minus 6. So 1 minus 6 is minus 5. Everything's been moved from this side now, so that side will equal 0, and I've written it the other way around from right to left. So here, a, there's one lot of this, isn't it? So a is 1. There's one lot of x implicitly written there, so b is 1, and the value of c is minus 5. So we can work out the value then. Minus b plus minus, b squared minus 4ac, all over 2a. So minus b is 1, so that's minus 1, plus or minus square root of b squared is 1 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is minus 5. So that'll become a plus 5, if that's okay, and I'll just put the 5 there. All over 2 lots of a is 1, so it's 2 lots of 1. So x equals then, we've got minus 1, plus or a plus, this will be 21, root 21, over 2, and it's also minus 1 minus root 21 over 2, isn't it? So this first value and the second value. So let's get our calculator. Minus 1 plus root 21 on top, so bracket negative 1 plus the square root of 21 outside the square root, close the bracket, divided by 2 equals decimal 1.8. Agreed? So that's 1.8. Now the other one, just flip the plus to a minus on the root. Delete that and put a minus. Minus 1 minus root 21, all divided by 2. Decimal. Minus 2.8. There we go. So there's the x values. And then we can get the y values, can't we? So we've got 1.8 and minus 2.8, and it was x plus 1 was the straight line, wasn't it? So I can just put x plus 1 was a straight line. This is 1.8, and this is minus 2.8. 1.8 plus 1 is 2.8, and minus 2.8 plus 1 is minus 1.8. So P1 then, we'll call it P1 and P2. P1 was the one with the negative x value. So that was minus 2.8. And the y value in that case is minus 1.8. And P2 has the values, is the positive one of x, 1.8. And the y value was positive then at 2.8. There we go. Let's go back up to the sketch and see that that's confirmed. There's our sketch. Yeah, notice that the two P1 would be here, P2 would be here. So we could put them into the sketch. Minus 2.8 and minus 1.8 goes there. And P2 would be, and I'll put an arrow there, the coordinates 1.8 and 2.8. Okay then, that's 30 done. Good.